Yes. Got it? Got it. Okay. Yes. Yes. I'm doing something now. Yes. Okay. Yes. Bye. 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 Yes. Bye. Bye. Sorry, that was infrastructure calling. Yeah, I know that's really hammy, it's really stupid, but infrastructure is calling. We're asking mayors throughout the entire 2nd District to call in the office to let us know what infrastructure and transportation infrastructure means to their communities, how it will create jobs, how it will improve the communities. So over the next week, we're going to be putting out some notes and videos from local mayors through the full committee on transportation infrastructure and through the office, just to show people why infrastructure is so important. And the message that infrastructure is sending us is that it's time that we fix it. And we've got to make a lot of improvements in infrastructure throughout the Pacific Northwest, because transportation means jobs, and investment in infrastructure means jobs, and that's why we need an FDR-like investment in our nation's infrastructure. We're going to benefit, the economy is going to benefit, our people in our communities will benefit. And along those lines, I was visiting with Greg Cycle last week in Linwood. Talked to them about how they weathered the pandemic, which they did, good news, but also about how bicycle and pedestrian infrastructure, like bike paths and sidewalks, will continue to benefit our local communities. And on top of that, I visited Scriber Lake, the Scriber Lake Trail improvements that the city of Linwood is doing. They're redoing a trail from about 200th through over Scriber Lake and then onto the Linwood Park and Ride, where the Sound Transit stop is being built right now. So we're connecting transit, bicycle pedestrian infrastructure, light rail, buses, all coming together there. And that's just one part of the kind of investment in infrastructure that we need. Also in Linwood last week, I visited with the Mayor Smith of Linwood, and a few of the city council members to look at a redevelopment of South Linwood Park. It's a park that's built in the 80s. It's not ADA accessible, but using some federal money, partnered with some local money and some private donations, they are redeveloping a park to upgrade it for 2021. So I'm looking forward to actually cutting a ribbon on that later this year, but we did a groundbreaking. And that investment in our parks is part of getting people outdoors, being able to enjoy the outdoors, and therefore improving our communities, improving the lives of local people. Earlier this week on Capitol Hill, just one bill I want to focus on is a bill that we passed, the PAWS Act. This is a bill that will pair up veterans with PTSD with trained companion dogs to help those veterans deal better with PTSD. I know there's nothing like petting a dog behind the ears, but these dogs would be specially trained to help our veterans suffering from PTSD. Next week we're back. We'll be back here on Capitol Hill all week next week, and in a few weeks we'll be doing a major transportation infrastructure hearing to mark up the roads, bridges, highways, transit part of the American Jobs Plan, and I will be focused on my efforts to increase the amount of dollars for low and no emission ferries. We have the largest ferry system in the country, and low and no emission transit. We have several transit agencies investing in electric buses right now, pulling carbon emissions out of the transportation system through low and no emission transit. So that's one part of what we can do to fight climate change, to protect our environment. There's a lot of other things that need to be done as well, but that's in part what we will be doing on the Transportation Committee. Follow that in a few weeks. We'll let you know when that hearing is going to take place. That's all for now. I'll get back on the phone. I got another call. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's either my mom or it's infrastructure calling. I'll see you later. This is a recap with Rick. Bye. Hello.